guys by a streetcar. Alright guys, so if you guys tuned into Discovery tonight, you saw that we were on Street Outlaws Locals Only, and we were really excited to do that deal. It was a lot of fun and something different, something that not a lot of people get to experience, and we're grateful for the opportunity. We filmed this about a year ago.
Almost exactly a year ago.
Yeah, so it's taken a long time for them to put it out, and we've been itching to release this footage for a long time, and we just, out of respect for the TV show and the producer, rest in peace, Mike. He's actually the guy that got us on the show and reached out, texted us about being on it, and it was kind of his vision for this show, and he wanted it to be a certain way, and I felt like he was really happy with the episode, and that's my final memory of him, just being extremely happy and stoked about this episode. And I hope he's able to watch it up in heaven, and much love to the Street Outlaws family. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, they made it a super enjoyable weekend. We were nervous when the big cameras come out. It's really different and it's nerve-wracking, but all the camera crews are really likable people and really down-to-earth people that all have a passion, kind of just like we do, for racing and filming and make cool stuff. So that was probably one of my favorite parts, is just getting to talk to all the TV people. One of them even let me hold the camera. Me and Allison were holding their cameras and testing them out, and crew.
Everybody we came in contact with Pilgrim, Discovery, they were all awesome to us.
Yeah.
They didn't try to make us act a certain way or anything like that, and that was something that I was worried about going into it, was if they were going to ask us to get into drama and fights and stuff like that. And there was none of that, at least for this type of show. So I was grateful that they just let us be ourselves.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this happened about a year ago, and I've had all the footage on a hard drive. I hadn't even watched it until I started editing this video, so all of it was kind of like me reliving it all as we were editing it. But here it is, No Prep Kings, National Trails, this 2022, locals only.
Yeah, what, am I not good enough for you guys anymore? Am I not film good enough for you guys?
I can't say anything illegal.
On it. Last night we did a gear change. We swapped from a 370 gear to a 410. Doing mission. Been doing a little bit of testing with it. I think it's gonna run pretty good.
Awesome. We're excited to see it. You know, I mean, the pressure. We like to kind of see guys like you with a little more pressure, but just remember that we're here for y'all.
That's right.
Right? We're not here. We're not against you. We obviously want to see any of y'all win, and then go up against Street Outlaw and help you negotiate against them.
I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that the local guys get an opportunity to be on a stage like this.
I agree.
So I've raced with all these guys that I'm racing against tomorrow for years.
Okay.
Since I first started. CJ, I raced him. He was one of the first people I street raced. We're out here for day 2 at No Prep Kings National Trail Raceway. We're getting ready for our first test pass. I had no idea we were getting a test pass today and wasn't really ready for that, but I guess we get to make one, so we're gonna try to see what they'll take. I need to put a tune up in the Falcon still. The truck should be ready to go. Yeah, we're gonna get ready, make our first pass, see how it goes. Yeah, I had no idea we were gonna get a test hit. I don't know if I really, you know, everything we do is off the trailer. Just like, I'm sure the rest of these guys don't want me getting data just as much as I don't want them getting data, but I mean, it's whatever. I think most of us know what the track's gonna take, but I don't know, we'll see. This shakedown.
Are there any first round call-outs? All right, yep, what do you got, Billy? Well, hey, I ain't driving. Oh, it might be my who's driving that car? Okay, all right, so we're gonna... All right, yep.
I got a second call out.
Why would you want to call that car out?
Well, because I just did a big ass wheelie last night.
Yeah!
Changed the night seal.
Did you do a big ass wheelie, Chuck?
I did not. No, I'm not calling it that. I just feel like I have a good chance. He's on a drag radial.
Okay, well, Asian's car is in the hunt. Just in case you don't know, Chuck Churchill built Asian's car, and his car broke, so he jumped in Asian's car. Asian was kind enough to let him borrow it, but it is a very streetable car, let's say. The windows roll down, you can go through the drive-thru and order burgers, eat them in the car. Not too
I
many
can do that
cars.
too. I just gotta bring just methanol with me.
Okay. All right. All right, so back to it.
So my questions I have. Call out. Is there any
Is
more?
that right? Is there any more call-outs? Oh, we got a third call-out. All right, we're gonna go and auction this off. We're gonna auction off the show. Now wait a second. Who's your call-out? Oh, everybody wants to call out the 80s car, the slowest car in the field. Only you don't want to bend over, right?
You just don't want to.
All right, so who's gonna
What's the day? They only have it. They only left past the staging area.
Well, I think you can get
One lady from Film Crew said my car is not here. I'm probably gonna get trespassed.
That's pretty good. Start
Put it in a different container. You're good.
Six more foot. Same bad too. What do you have?
That's what I heard. It's kind of hard to do. That's all right. Beautiful lady. Oh, yeah, there's other human, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a point top middle.
All right. I got the chip.
All
right. So we have our first number call out. That's negotiated. That's number 1. Number 2, step up. Okay, here we go. All right. The red chip is the right lane. Determined for you. You got the blue chip, left lane.
for this show, they ended up choosing 8 drivers that were all from our immediate area within 2 or 3 hours. Guys that we race with week in and week out.
So you might have forgotten, but do you remember everybody called out Church Boys Nova? And you guys were wagering, I think you gave them 100 feet in the head or something, and everybody was like wagering how much they were going to give him to try and race him. And Gary ended up racing him. But yeah, it was just funny because everybody's like, does anybody else want to call me out? Let's start an auction. And then Asian, he's doing his thing. He's like, I got $100, $200. He's auctioneering this grudge race, but it was super funny. But
yeah, the Church Boys, they brought a car that was more a true street car. Like, that thing was not set up like a small tire car at all.
It was Asian street car Nova, 4-door Nova. And I think they had a car, like Church Boys Racing had a car, and I think it broke a couple days before the show was supposed to happen, so they threw them in Asian's Nova. So that's why that happened. But everyone was trying to strategize and maybe call them out first round. I think you really wanted to call them out so we didn't have a chance of drawing each other.
Yeah.
We really didn't want to do that. So that was the thought process there.
Bro, you all right?
I'm focused
are you getting
on
old?
Tommy's
Are you just getting
tune-up
old?
right
Are you getting old? You're forgetful. Yeah, you can't remember. What's wrong with you guys?
Dude, you don't understand. It's a lot of pressure.
You're not used to being on camera. Are you camera?
Right, exactly.
Not that camera. That's different.
Well, so
Big tire's going first. So might leave it alone. Might get better.
Thanks for being here, shop supervisor.
is it supposed to go a high teen or a low teen?
High. For them big tires go.
Yeah, I think so. I think like you said, just turn down the long RPM a little bit since we're in the left lane, and I think it's fine.
Are you getting more confident talking on TV?
I'm picking my nose. Hold on. No, I'm not. I had to pee really bad.
Quit picking your nose on camera.
I've got shit hanging out of my nose.
Why do you leave this for SRC?
It's literally got like a super safe tune-up in it that should go straight down Broadway and we don't wreck it.
100%. And that's God honest truth.
To be honest, I thought the pairings were honestly pretty fair. I think all of them are good, interesting races. Since I got left lane, I think it's a little rougher, so I think it will make it even. But
biggest thing for me is I wanted to be able to make a test pass. Like if we could have got Mike to make a test pass and at least got some sort of data out of a pass.
Yeah, no, you wanted one too.
Yeah. You made some decent passes though yesterday, didn't you? Did you?
But it was still faster than what I did for sure.
Well, yeah, you did a burnout the first time. The second time you almost hit a wall. So.
me. I was like, oh God, there's a wall. Wall.
I'm sorry, we need you. Sorry.
Walking through with that race. All right. Number one, step forward. I got to go with the number one ship. Versus CJ, all right, right hand. That's a good matchup. They're both going to have to race. Which one was better than final speed? If I can stop that one happening, and obviously, the number two matchup. Tommy, versus red ship is right lane. Check it out. You got to put his money in the game. Good shit. Let's take it on. Text, all right, good deal.
Yes, sir. Time for everybody.
Everybody, all right, really what they're thinking about. Hey,
Goes for everybody.
you guys just scooted the booth. Congratulations, making it to the second round.
So we're down to 4 cars after first round. Me, Billy, CJ, and Church Boys Nova. And we were still trying to avoid each other at this point, you know, like we really wanted, you know, the best thing to happen would be both of us in the finals. I mean, everybody knew it. And so I ended up, you know, it was a rush when we were drawing chips. And I remember I looked at it and we looked at each other and we were like, what do you got? And then, you know, we kind of flashed him and I was like, oh my God, there's no way.
Yeah, none of it was staged either. None of it was like they didn't like tell us who we were gonna race. It was a legit chip draw. Like
Yeah.
it was real.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, nothing was scripted. Like
nothing was scripted at all.
Yeah, just what happened, you know.
Yeah.
But so I drew the Church Boys Nova. Billy got CJ, and I don't know if a lot of you guys might know, but CJ's our really good buddy, and this is like one of the last races with that car before he wrecked it. I'm pretty sure it was close to when he wrecked it, just a few weeks after this race. So I was glad to see it on a big stage like that, and that was like one of the last time you guys raced in your truck. So you know, that was cool to see. And knowing now, like, you know, it sucks that car is gone. Of course, he is rebuilding another car just like it, but it was good that you guys got to race one last time.
I've been racing that car since high school, so it was really cool to be able to do it again. But because like me and that car lined up back when we were using cell phone cameras, like to video stuff, and that's all we had, like when I was 16, 17.
Yeah.
So to see us like go from racing on some back roads locally to racing on Discovery Channel together was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I literally don't think this race could have worked out any better, just the way it all happened. I mean, it was perfect.
I can drive around him though. I've done it before.
You know exactly what you have to do.
Chief's helping that motherfucker tune that thing now. So he might have a little more mile an hour than the last time I raced him.
It's gonna work out. We'll see you back at your pits. I told you got almost an hour.
Okay, we're gonna watch Small Tire for a little bit.
Awesome.
Can't believe it, dude. You have to win.
How fast do you think CJ went? I didn't watch it. He said it felt sluggish, so it probably couldn't have been much better than a 40.
Mine's kind of driving left in that left lane. I don't know why it's doing it, but we're gonna reset the anti-roll bar and try and fix it. Or maybe point myself a little right if I'm in that left lane.
I think it's the alignment, honestly.
Shocks good on yours?
Yeah, seem to be good. It's just slick up top.
Is it?
It's greasy.
Well, you guys probably, would they tell you time yet, give or take?
Sun's gonna start going pretty low, so it's gonna get good. I may leave them alone and just see what happens.
Yeah.
Definitely check your ARB there.
Yeah,
Maybe put a couple.
I don't understand why it would be changed from what we said earlier. We haven't made any weight changes.
You never know, it could have been a little tweaked on the scales.
Having fun?
Yeah, a lot of fun, man.
You guys make a good TV too. It's a good one. This was my master plan, making you guys different. I couldn't do it. It was just my master plan. It's actually working. Good job, boys.
How are you guys feeling?
Pretty crazy, honestly. Like,
I feel like everything's just going right. I'm actually just waiting for something to go wrong.
yeah, I'm like, really, that's why I
Don't
didn't
speak that
negotiate
into the
with them.
universe, please.
Yeah, we're not gonna speak that into the universe.
Right.
It's gonna be a drag race. It's gonna be a drag race. The fans are gonna love it. So, and then we gotta run the Outlaw, and I've got some ideas for that. Hopefully we get somebody that's not that fast, but you know they'll stick somebody fast on us.
I'm so excited.
I would love a race Marco, but
Me too.
be awesome.
It's greasy on top. I just drove through it. It felt like I was skating around. But the truck, being the long wheelbase it is, it drives through a lot of stuff that Mustangs can't.
And then we'll just, we don't know how far that guy can go, but we'll just try it.
Who has number 1 Scott Taylor!
I'm just happy to see both you guys.
Scott Kelly and Scott Taylor, which means Ryan Morton and Lizzie Busey will be the second pick. Scott Kelly. Oh, we missed the gear.
All right, man. How you guys?
There you go. Now he found it. Right lane gets the win. Here we go. Circle Mobile.
Oh, you're right. That's right. Yeah.
Might be interesting. Might be a driver's race.
Now, you guys want your better lane right now?
Just in the left lane, the last two passes. It'll be okay.
You want to angle to the right just a little?
I'll do it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Okay.
How's it look out there? How's it look?
Better. It'll look really Tommy freaking did it, man.
Oh my gosh.
Man, your boy clipped your other boy. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, man. That looked like a good freaking race, man. Yeah, I am, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, Pops.
Thanks.
Congratulations, man. Glad both boys made it.
All right, that was some awesome small car racing in Ohio. What do you think of that, Ohio? Okay, now stay tuned. We're going to the field.
Find out here in a little bit, I guess.
The street, the big tire street out.
Almost had you. Dude, that was freaking awesome. It was a little greasy up top. Yeah. I grabbed my scramble because I seen you coming around me, and I started to move around a little bit, so I had to get off of it. You just drove away. I seen you on my peripheral. You looked like you left good as hell. I seen it felt good when it left. It was just skipping the tires a little bit, and I was like, ain't no way he's coming. And then I seen you coming. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. I was like, what the hell? I didn't expect you to like. I'm used to when you came by me, it looked like your left front was skipping. I bet it was, dude. It was making some good power now that the sun went down there. It's a little better, but good grief. Yeah, I let go of the button. You were a little bit out on me, and then I just started reeling you in. Cause that's what I'm used to. This car is reels in. But I thought I was gonna have to grab a scramble, but it was just there. I don't know, I just made a better pass. I'm proud of you, buddy. I had to hoss you at the end. I know you hossed the gas. I didn't even hear it. I didn't want to hear it. Well, now you got to race the outlaw guy. Who is it? I don't know yet. We need to figure it out. I wonder if we can pick. I know this thing will hook wherever, so it should be good. I'd like to race Murder Nova. That would be awesome. That would be cool. And they'd look good next to each other. Right. They're like both murder. Shoot. Good time, family. We'll see you at the start line. Congratulations, man. Thank you. Other
So you're about to find out which outlaw you're with.
Yeah, they won't tell us. I have no idea. Drivers meetings and like should be right now. So I have no idea who we're gonna race. I hope it's somebody really cool, like Murder Nova. I won't get my hopes up, but it's gonna be interesting. We have a moon tune in it right now, so all we gotta do now is negotiate well. But we have our tune up good. We've done our job there. We just gotta negotiate now.
We're gonna walk up to the side.
Yeah, he sent a rod through the roof. Rod? We're gonna do some negotiation with this. Now I'm gonna let him talk. I'm just gonna be here to guide it. Winston, how have they been running? How have they been running? He ain't good at negotiations. He'll just make everyone. Murder Nova has always been our favorite, pretty much. Chief and Murder Nova, you know, the OG 405 guys. We like really all of them mostly, and but I just remember, you know, Murder Nova was there, and at No Prep Kings, I'm like, I hope we race him. That would be the coolest shit ever. And so we're sitting up there on the starting line, and we're filming up there, and they're like, all right, go ahead and bring the car around. And we heard it fire up, and I remember
it definitely sounded like a turbo car.
Yeah,
That was the first thing.
it was.
We're like, okay, it's either Murder Nova or Chuck or Lutz.
Yeah, we were like, oh shit, it's a turbo car. So we were like whittling it down, and then we see it come around. I'm like, oh god, it's Chuck. Chuck, obviously we'd never talked to him ever, and this is the first time ever talking to him.
Yeah, it was our first interaction with Chuck.
Yeah, and he's a certain way on TV. He's always hot-headed, and you know how Chuck is, but nothing but respect to him. Seeing afterwards, I mean, he treated me really nicely, and I think he was a good dude, man.
He was a good sport about it.
It
ended up being a really good negotiation because your car went out 300 feet, made a move, you had to pedal it, get back in it, and it made it a really good race.
Yeah. It was just one of those things where when we saw it was Chuck, it was like, oh God, like, he's not going to want to negotiate at all. Like, he's going to... So this race was for another $5,000, and so I was like, man, we could use 10 grand right now. We need to refresh this engine in this Falcon here soon, and I'm pretty sure that's what some of the money went towards.
Yeah.
But so we negotiated with Chuck. I think it was like we set him out 100 feet or 60 feet.
I think it was like 100 feet.
It was like 10 car lengths or something.
100 feet, and then he couldn't leave until we got to his back bumper or something like that.
Yeah, Boosted would stand on the wall and would tell him when he could go.
Yeah.
So some people might get confused, but you might wonder, well, why are you setting them closer to the finish line? Well, so if you think about it, we're getting a running start to where, we're already going maybe 60 mile an hour, something like that, while we're sitting, and he's sitting dead still. And by the time he leaves, he catches up, but then it's just a race to the finish line. And I think it was set up pretty well. And I remember afterwards, we were at the finish line and we were filming a thing, and he was like, dude, I almost fucking ran into you. I'm like, you serious? He's like, yeah, man, I almost fucking crossed into your lane. Because he was out there, we kind of started him out there in the shit. He's not starting where everyone else been starting all night. So he starts 100 feet out, and it's not that good. I don't think he had time to even change a tune-up in his car. Like, what was in it was in it. So his shit shook the tire real bad and was all over the place. But it made for a crazy race. I mean, really crazy. But
feet out, he's gonna set. When we get to his back bumper, Boost is gonna turn a light on and he leaves. Well, set him out 100 feet, bye-bye.
He went for that?
Yeah.
He went for that?
Are those LED or incandescent? Oh, that's a good light, Boosted. We saw that. Do that one again. You hit us with another light. Walk over here to Chuck's car. All right, I heard some booze out there. All right, brother, this is a little bit different. Are you feeling anything nerves? Are you feeling any type of pressure? Absolutely not. I've done dumber shit than this. Hey, well, last words from Chuck. All right, we're going to see this guy get down the track. How about Tommy? Where's Tommy? You go check on Tommy? Yeah, I'll go check. He's all right? Yeah. You do last looks, last check. All right, looks like guys are ready to go here. Is he ready to go, Billy? Whatever. Ready to roll. I think Chuck's locked in. Yeah. They're doing their last safety checks. Yeah. This is going to be all done here in about 3 minutes. All right, here we go. These guys are pretty calm and collected. I think this is a good matchup. I think that was a good, fair negotiation for Chuck. He was generous. He didn't bring a bunch of outlaws up the line with him like I thought he would. He was Tommy can come in clutch on this deal and be the only local to win an additional $5,000. Start to start, man. He should have.
God.
That's great, man. That is great, dude.
That's amazing.
I knew it was going to shake out there and I thought I could like throttle it.
I had to pedal a half track too.
Hey, you fucking came around me like I was fucking sitting still, and then I gathered it up and then it just shook the fucking car apart, and I drove into your fucking lane. No, I drove into your, I caught you, but I drove into your fucking lane.
Holy shit.
Yes. Hey, that's fucking, hey, good job, man. Hey, and good negotiation.
Yeah, I think that I really wanted to be the first one to win that.
No, yeah, you're good. And you know what? That's why I'm like, you know what? We've won all these, so I felt like, let me give you a little bit more. You know,
the tennis ball throwing.
Yeah,
it's time for a change. You know.
Yeah, I know, I get that, and so that was great negotiation. Like I said, it just, I knew sitting out there that I was kind of a sitting duck, and I knew it'd probably rattle, and it shook my fucking teeth out. But like, I wouldn't have tried to like get back in it, and I ended up in your lane. Yeah, but I did catch you. You came by me. I caught you. I was on the two-step forever. I was like, oh my god, yes. Yeah, that's hard to do, but hey, we did it, and all I can say is fucking hats off. Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, no problem, man. Hey, no problem, dude. I'm glad you won that deal, and now you got an extra $5 grand. So, hey, no problem, man. Hey, hats off to you. Good job. Go enjoy it.
Yep. Oh my god, dude. My heart's racing. So, I let go of the button. We were on the brake for a while too, but this car has done that before. We've been in that situation. It didn't throw me off too much. We let go of the button, and it got a little squirrely at half track. I came around him pretty fast, but we had a hot tune-up in it because that's what we thought we needed it. But got out there to about half track and went towards the wall, got out of it. I knew I had to get back in it as soon as I could, so I got back in it, got it back in the groove. I look over and I see him coming, so I grabbed the scramble, just hoping that it was enough. And man, I think it was maybe like a half car. I don't know. It was real close, but hell of a race. I thank Chuck for being lenient on the negotiation. He's really cool about it, man. So that was awesome. We just made history, and I couldn't be more happier, dude. It's awesome.
How cool is it racing OG Street Outlaw?
Man, at first I was like, I wanted to race Murder Nova, but getting to race Chuck, he's one of the OG guys. I'm happy racing any of the OG 4 or 5 guys, man. I grew up watching them, and man, it was awesome seeing, when I looked over, seeing his car in the other lane, that was like surreal. It was like a fever dream. But yeah, man, I couldn't be happier. This is awesome, an awesome night for us. This is one of the best nights of my family's life, for sure. It's been a dream come true. We've worked hard to get here, and we couldn't be happier, man. I think a lot of people are happy. I think the fans
And he got it done. He fucking got it done, Ohio. You remember that shit. He got it done, kicked my ass fair and square, negotiated it, and got it fucking done. So here's your Ohio man right here. Good job, man.
Thank you, Chuck.
Badass.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Chuck.
No problem, dude. Anytime, man. Hey, you're good. Anytime, bro.
All right, I got our GoPros. We're good.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
He wasn't expecting to be set out there. He didn't have a tune-up ready.
Yeah, he got a little squirrely. Yeah, but Tommy's solid, dude. He's just consistent. That's because
much
you
respect
guys.
for him for taking it and being a man, though.
absolutely.
For sure. Like, that
I
was
told
awesome
Chuck
for him to take that.
Yeah, for real. He just said, "Fuck it, let's do it." Yeah, that's the man show
was
right
cool.
there. Yeah, hell yeah.
That was awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
Oh, for sure.
You guys fucking Jedi mind tricks. And they said
They weren't expecting that. They're used to their tennis ball thing.
Not heads up.
They throw a tennis ball where they get set out there.
And then you say, how about we set you out, Chuck?
Yeah.
And he's like, what?
He's like, what? No one ever sets me out.
And then you say, I'm gonna beat the brakes off that.
That was wild. It went towards the wall, and I had to let out of it. It made a hard move, and I got it back in the groove as quick as I could, and I just got back in it. And then like 400 feet out, I look over, because like, he's got to be coming. So I look over, and there he starts coming, so I grab a scramble. I'm just like, hold on. So I grabbed the scramble. I kept looking over, which I really shouldn't be doing, but I was worried he was coming. I saw him, but there was saw him, so it had to have been close. He didn't have enough room. He said he was like, he went in my lane, but he almost he crossed, but it was probably after the finish. I got out of shape too. That was a hell of a race. Oh my gosh.
I'm so proud of you.
Proud of you.
12 years old wins freaking
All right. Yeah, here we go. All right.
Hey, brother.
Hey, we're proud of you too. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm happy to be the first one to pull that off.
Yeah,
All right. That's right.
Deal, bro.
Yeah. Hey, man.
We made history.
You know, the car ran great. Your team is awesome. The negotiation.
Cool. I couldn't believe it. Like, just could not believe it. You know, it's the craziest weekend ever. It's probably the funnest weekend we've ever had of racing. And it was like a fever dream, you know, just insane. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. See you next time. We'll have some video from this weekend at Milan. We went to the finals with the Falcon and did really well. So look for that here in the next day or two. So that, just so everybody knows, the episode is on Discovery Plus, I believe. Street Outlaws, locals only, Farm Truck and Asian. Don't miss it. It's going to be an awesome episode. Make sure y'all run up their ratings for this show so they know what people like to see. Yeah, I think people will really like to see this because it's a little more relatable. You know, it's not the really fast pro mod. You get to see some, you know, basic builds, you know, still going really fast, but builds that are obtainable almost, and I think it'll be a little more enjoyable for people to watch. But so thank you guys for watching. We hope you guys enjoy the episode, and we hope you guys enjoy some of the behind the scenes and stuff. This is a pretty raw look at, you know, what this weekend was, just all the behind the scenes, and we hope you enjoy. We'll see you next time.